Here we go. Would you say that it would be an illegal DEI for a lesson plan on the Tulsa race massacre?
Ooh.
I'd have to get back to you on that.
Oh my God. It's a race massacre, ma'am.
Through My Eyes by Ruby Bridges, for instance.
I haven't read that.
Have you learned about
Oh, they haven't known nothing. They haven't read nothing. Hey, everybody, this is Dean FM, Dean Fraser Milford, here for your creature comfort. And today, I wanted to do another reaction video. This one's going to be two. Summer Lee asks Secretary Linda McConan if teaching that Biden won the 2020 election is an illegal DEI. No, not we treating truth like with the proof. Made a fool of about a goof. Let's get right into it.
I think that in very many ways we've been talking around a lot of the issues with this administration. So to be honest and to be very clear, I want to say that this administration has undoubtedly revived the culture of racism we haven't seen since the Jim Crow era.
Yeah.
They've made it clear that open attacks on Black and brown and other marginalized communities is not just tolerated, but it's encouraged. Yeah. So when they call for removing of equity and inclusion and diversity and accessibility from schools in favor of quote unquote traditional American values, it's indistinguishable from post-Civil War South advocating to rewrite history with the lost cause narrative to censor truths about slavery, or as they disappear students who write dissenting op-eds reminiscent of the suppression of abolitionist newspapers. And this department's financial aid policies harken back to a time when higher education was reserved for affluent, well-connected, and predominantly white students. So I have some questions, about why this department is taking its leads from Jim Crow. Secretary McMahon, you've claimed that you want to drastically reduce the already very small federal role in education, and also that you will not cut Title I-A funding. That is still your position, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. I'd like a yes or no answer. Do you believe your April 3rd attempt to revoke Title I-A funding from states unless they signed a certification of compliance with your political viewpoint was consistent with giving states more control over education?
There's been no reduction in funding for Title I-A.
As of now. There has not been yet. But again,
and it is not going forward in the budget.
So you believe that okay. Yes or no? Is Title I-A funding actually secure for every school district and state that currently receives it? Or is your goal to make Title I-A conditional on states refusing to provide students of color, LGBTQA students, students with disabilities, or other marginalized students opportunities to participate in diverse, inclusive, equitable, and accessible learning environments?
No, that's what I answered. 1A funding is intact.
Okay. So let's talk about so-called illegal DEI, as you all have called it, a phrase you've continually bring up, that I'm still unclear on, especially after 3 federal judges have preliminarily ruled that your illegal DEI guidance is likely unconstitutional and unenforceable, illegal, as it were. Secretary McMahon, during your confirmation hearing, you were asked by Senator Chris Murphy if an African-American history class violated the administration's position on diversity, equity, and inclusion. You said you'd like to look into it. You've been on the job for a few months now. Have you been able to
don't know nothing. It's so obvious.
I do not think that African studies or Middle East studies or Chinese studies are part of DEI if they are taught as part of the total history package. So that if you're giving the facts on both sides, of course they're not DEI.
I don't know what both sides of African American history would be.
Well, if African American history
slave owners,
certainly, but what we recognize throughout education is that a course is only 1 year or one semester. It would be impossible to teach African history and say European history at the same time. Do you not agree that it makes sense that there would be separate courses for these courses of study? It has happened throughout history. We're able to do it not just in history courses. We're able to do it with different types of literature courses or different types of music courses. One wouldn't learn about Baroque music and necessarily have to also learn about African drumming at the same time, right? We can separate those courses.
Yes, we can. I think just as we teach U.S. history as a separate course.
Certainly. So you do not agree. So you do agree that African American cultures and African history should not be eliminated from courses, particularly AP African history.
Well, I think that African history can certainly be taught and not be considered a DEI course.
Oh, thank you. I have a few other examples that I would like to
thoughts on.
Simple yes or no. If this is a illegal DEI, an example, would you say that it would be an illegal DEI for a lesson plan on the Tulsa race massacre?
Ooh.
I'd have to get back to you on that.
Oh my God!
The Tulsa race massacre.
We all went to school.
We all went to school. Get back to you on it.
It's a race massacre, ma'am, madam.
How about the book Through My Eyes by Ruby Bridges, for instance?
I haven't read that.
Have you learned about
Oh, they
remembrance?
never know nothing. They haven't read
So
nothing.
if
They
you
don't
have
know.
specific examples you'd like
That
to
was a
cite,
specific example.
I'll be very happy.
It was an
for you
incredibly
Nothing in
specific
there.
example.
You know,
submit
I named a
those in your
specific book.
questions, and I will look into it and get back to you on
Thank
them. I
you.
look
How about a
forward to answering them.
school having a voluntary
say
celebration?
it publicly,
of Pride
man.
Month?
Well, I think that.
Voluntary.
Well, let's make sure that in our schools
This is yes or no?
we're looking. No, it's not.
Okay. How about social
you.
studies standards that
Yes
teach
or
that
no?
President
is
Biden
just
won the
where it's
2020
at.
election?
Yes or no?
I think
Biden won the
our
20.
studies should all be taught accurately.
That doesn't make
Yes
no
or no?
sense, ma'am. That don't make no
I think our
sense.
studies should.
No. The
You
question
can
was,
trust
do
the
you
system
believe that
or
social
not?
studies standards that teach that President Biden won the 2020 election is an illegal DEI? Yes or no?
I think I have said we
Right.
should teach accurately. We should.
No,
Presidential
you have not
history
answered
is
the
very
question.
important,
Well,
ma'am.
I
Like-
don't understand why you're incapable
I'm
of
just
answering.
not giving you the answer you want.
No,
but
I want the answer, whatever your answer is.
I just gave you the answer.
No, the answer is yes
There's
or
nothing
no.
there.
The answer is. I
The
think
answer is
our
yes
courses
or
should
no.
be taught
No
accurately.
answer there.
Thank you so much. I yield back.
Oh yeah, for real though. I said earlier, the yes or no should be where it's at. Just like yes or no and shut up. Like move on. They can never answer the damn question. They want this election to be taught that way because they want Trump to always to be like their hint of doubt towards their great Republican side of history. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I feel. Very whitewashed type of dealio where Trump is doing so poorly that they don't want the children to feel like, oh my God, what am I doing? It's like the worst guy in the world. Like, I don't know. They don't want him to feel like that because they want there always to be that little hint of maybe he could have been good. Maybe the Democrats were all evil as shit. Like, they cheat on everything under the sun. No, so we are not compulsive liars, my dear, like some people. And that, my dear, was reacting to Summer Lee. Asked Secretary Linda McMahon if teaching that Biden won the 2020 election is an illegal DEI. And she didn't answer. She was kind of like, we gotta teach all sides of history. She said that with black history, like, we gotta teach all sides. What are you talking about? Slave masters, I don't know if they have a very good side in LA, but I guess we can look at, like, the positive side of the plantation. Like, how much money it because we all about that corn, about the capital. We gotta teach all sides. This country wouldn't have been made without slaves, so we needed labor. We needed that free labor. We needed to exploit it, you know. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.